Alright, and we are going to continue. This is a second video about, let me go back to the cover page, about the performance task. This is the example from last year's performance task for 7th grade math in the benchmark assessments. So number 4 says, given gasoline sales are proportional, complete the table here to indicate which ordered pairs could represent gas sales at the gas stations that Valerie and Ned refuel at in Indiana, Missouri, and Colorado. Okay, so it'd be really cool if you could look at the tables side by side. I'm going to hold my finger here. Alright, so let's start with Colorado. Well, let's see what's first. Colorado's in the bottom. 12.95 gallons is 49.21. So 49.21 for 12.95 gallons equals, well, actually I need to do, hold on. Oh, I don't know which one it is. I'm going to have to find the unit rate and then either make an educated guess or multiply every one of them by 2, 4, or 5 until I figure it out. There's a lot of ways you can go about doing that. I like finding the unit rate first because then I can sort of make an educated guess over here. My unit rates, or I could do this. What's my unit rate for this one? 696 divided by 2. And I just know that because I know if I put the cost, 696 per 2 gallons, I'm going to have to divide by 2 to get the cost per 1 gallon. So half of 696 is 3.475. And if you can see that all you're going to do is divide to get the unit rate, 1204 divided by 4 is going to be 301. And 19 divided by 5 is 3.8. So now I've gone and got those at the start. All I gotta do is find, use this tool back here and find what ratio it is and then match which one goes with what. So $49.21 divided by 12.95. And that's 3.8. 3.8 was this one down here, so that's the guy it is. That means we can rule out these ones here and these ones here. Alright, let's see. Indianapolis, Indiana. Let's look at that next. Indiana has $34.80 for 10 gallons. $34.10 for 10 gallons. Well, just 34.1 divided by 10, you just move your decimal point 1, so that's 3.41. Did I do something wrong? 34.8. Oop. 3.48. Well, that's closest to this guy. Like if I rounded that up to 2 places past the decimal, that 5, at least at this stage of the game, that 5 will round up to it'll round this 7 up to an 8. So that guy matches the top row. I'm going to double check because I made a mistake on that one. I'm going to make sure I'm going to do the math on St. Louis, Missouri. 39.13 divided by 13. That's 0.01, 3.01. $3.01. That matches up nicely with that second row. Turns out I did everything right. This rounding up might confuse someone, but if you do all this math, you can match this number with this guy. You can match the bottom number there with that one. So then all you got to do is, oh, okay, that's close enough. If I rounded it, it would be exactly right. Number 5, the relationship between the cost in dollars of a gallon of gas and the number of gallons purchased at a gas station in Indianapolis, Indiana, can be modeled by the equation dollars equals that many per gallon. Okay, so Indianapolis, Indiana. Indianapolis, Indiana. That was a 34.80 divided by 10. 34.80 divided by 10, that's that guy here. So 3.48. 3.48. That was the unit rate that I got. And I already did that. So one other thing about making sure you write what you do down, it may be a good idea because like the only reason I could look back so quickly and figure it out is because I've only just done it. It might be a good idea when you're doing something like this to say, okay, this piece here has to do with Burlington. And then we'll make a note that this piece here has to do with Indianapolis. And this last one is Missouri, St. Louis. Some sort of note to say, hey, that's what I'm working with right now. I'm not sure what that noise is. I apologize. My children in the background. How much do 10 gallons of gas cost in St. Louis, Missouri? So St. Louis, Missouri, our unit rate from St. Louis, Missouri was 3.01. And we got to get 10 gallons, so multiply by 10. To multiply by 10, I'm just going to move over one. That's $30.10. If you already have the unit rate from another problem, you can just go back and look at it. Do I have to go back and say, oh, hold on, St. Louis. Nope, I'm still not there. Hopefully, if it's on the computer, you won't have so much flipping to do. You just have to scroll around. St. Louis, that was this guy. I gotta do this division again? Nah, you already did that. You got that already. You got the unit rates for each of these cities. Cool. Ooh. Part A and Part B. It looks like we might have to be filling in this table, basically, because this piece here, it says, here's a table. Gas sales in Burlington, Colorado. Ooh, Burlington, Colorado. I found that was 3.8 was my unit rate. So I'm going to put that there. My gallons of gas, 3.5, total cost $13.30. Let's double check. What's 3.5 times 3.8? Yeah. So hey, that's consistent with what I got before. To find 6 gallons of gasoline, that's going to fill in this blank right here. 6 gallons of gasoline, well that's 3.8, times 6. $3.80 times 6 gallons is a total of $22.80. Ooh, this guy here is a little different. $57 will buy how many gallons of gasoline? I'm not going to multiply by 57 this time because that's the dollars. If it confuses you, you can always write proportions. You can always write proportions. I'm just doing a shorthand while I'm talking, and that's not always the best thing to do. So let me redo this guy without being a shorthand. So $3.80 for 1 gallon equals how much for 6 gallons? 1's smaller than 6, so we're going to times 6 and get that converted. You got times 6 there, and you get $22.80. Your dollars are always going to be in the same spot. Your gallon's always going to be in the same spot. So same model here. If I've got $3.80 in the top per 1 gallon, and we want to know how many gallons cost $57. Well, what do we have to multiply 3.8 by to get to 57? Well, I'm going to divide 57 by 3.8 and see what I get. 15. 3.8 times 15 is how I get 57. So I'm going to multiply whatever's on the left here by 15. 1 times 15 is 15 gallons. So it'll buy you 15 gallons of gasoline. Cool beans. It's all ratios. Awesome. Proportional relationships. Awesome. Given proportional gasoline sales, what is the constant of proportionality? Ooh, that's another word for the constant of variation. It's another word for the unit rate for the gasoline sales at a gas station in Ontario, Canada. Okay, so go back to Ontario, Canada. 15.36. So it costs 15 Canadian dollars and 36 Canadian cents to get 12 liters of gas. Well, How much does it cost for 1 liter? Let's find out. 12 to 1, that's bigger, so let's divide it by 12, divide it by itself to get to 1. 15.36 divided by 12 should give us how many dollars per 1 liter? How many Canadian dollars? 1536 divided by 12, total of 128. And that just happens to be option B. My guess, the reason why we have 0.78 on here is because if I were to do it backwards, divide 12 by 15.36, I would have gotten 0.78. And indeed, that's what I got. Alright. But remember that whenever you have these graphs, you have the number of gallons, or the number of liters, or the number of whatever you're buying, and the cost is usually over on this side. Cost in Canadian or American dollars. And that's because really, most people, the independent variable is how many gallons you're going to buy. The dependent variable is your money. That's usually how it's set up. Anyways, I hope this video is not too long. I hope you can hear me and there's not a lot of screaming or other weird noises from my kids. Have a good evening.